Ramstad's here, back with another malt liquor video in the desert oasis of Scottsdale, Arizona. Unfortunately, I'm without my cameraman today, so I'm going to have to shoulder all the duties myself. Went down to the local Circle K, and I was pleased to discover that they had liquor, wine, beer, and malt liquor. And that's plastic. That's shatterproof. This is a first for me, folks. I've been wandering around Old Town Scottsdale looking for an area that looks like a desert. And while there's plenty of that around, not close enough. I'm walking around the streets and this is getting warm, so just cut my losses and came back to the hotel room. Won't be bothered, won't be breaking any laws. So ladies and gentlemen, see, nobody can do it like the cameraman. Ah, shit. This is evidence that I was walking around like an idiot for 20 minutes. Label out. Mickey's fine malt liquor. This is weird. Do a lefty for the sake of space. This is the strangest balcony I've been on. My personal favorite. Just give you a little flavor. Plenty of palm trees. Quite a few cactus around. And hopefully once I put it together you'll see my hike up Camelback Mountain that I did yesterday. A completely ill-conceived venture up what is labeled as a extremely difficult mountain climb, mountain hike. Unprepared, without water, without proper footwear, just sneakers, but not good sneakers for climbing. No sunscreen. I don't know if my burn shows through in the video, but I have a nice tank top tan going. I look like an asshole. But I made it to the top of the mountain. I was proud of that. And earlier today I did research on the mountain like I should have probably done before I went, and I saw 3 news stories from April of this year of people getting medevaced and helicopter rescued off the mountain due to heat stroke, an injury, and then one kid just recently died. He was off the trail, but you know, that shit happens up there. I could have been one of those people. Probably should have been. Luck was on my side. Clearly this is not a speed video. From what I've seen, I would say that Scottsdale is probably my favorite place in the United States I've ever been to. It's beautiful here. It's hot. I guess what locals have said is that I should be here in the summer to really evaluate it. It might be unbearable at that point, but this week has been 95 degrees plus, and I mean, it's like what everyone says, it's not humid and it's not that bad. It's hot, but it's bearable. I imagine this would be going faster if this was cold. We're getting there. Label in. Label out. Yeah, I miss that glass sound, man. It just ain't the same. So I'm wrapping up my stay tonight. It's my last night here. Headed back to Old Pennsylvania in the morning. I'm gonna go hit the pool. I've got plenty of sunscreen on. I probably should put even more on before I go. Unfortunately, it's the evening and the sun's setting. Excuse me. So I rode my bike, not my bike. I don't know if you saw those bikes down there. The hotel owns them and will lend them out. So I decided to ride the bike to the mountain. It's like a little over 5 miles, which I realized none of this ahead of time. The mountain's about a little over 5 miles away. In and of itself, not a big deal. But I rode there. If you see those bikes, they're like Pee-wee's Big Adventure bullshit. And bright pink. I guess they're meant to be fucking ugly so people don't take off of them. So, rode to the mountain. Dealing with a pretty decent hangover to begin with. Probably fueled the trip to be, in the first place, because I wasn't thinking very clearly. I hiked the mountain. I was exhausted, dehydrated. And then I had to hop on the bike after, I don't know, somewhere between 2.5 and 3 hours of hiking. I had to hop back on the bike in the peak heat of the day. At that point, it was probably like 97 degrees. I've already been out in the heat for fucking 4 hours. I'm riding back 5.5 miles to get to the hotel. I get back to the main drag that I know the hotel is on. I feel like finally I'm fucking getting close, and I see the Circle K, the very same Circle K that I bought this, and I said, water. I fucking need water more than anything. And I parked the bike, went into Circle K, got one of those big, like this size waters, went outside, sat down in the fucking, on the sidewalk full of cigarette butts and fucking old gum, and just drank the water as fast as I could. Now, many of you all might already be thinking that was a terrible idea, because that's exactly how it turned out. I guess my stomach wasn't ready for that, so I felt like shit. I couldn't even finish the water, and I just sat there thinking, I can't stay here. I need to get back to the hotel and like lay in the bed. So I pulled my shit together, struggled to just move, got back on the bike and started pedaling back. Where my hotel is located is called Old Town, and there's about 2 blocks of just retail shit and restaurants. And it's about 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon as I'm riding back in. And as I get to those 2 blocks, the end is in sight. My stomach decided that was enough. First, I puked out my breakfast that I had 8 hours earlier. And then I puked up all the water. Just puke after puke after puke. And people are sitting outside eating lunch, and I'm this crazy asshole on a pink bike rolling through the tourist district, just vomiting off the side of a bike. 5 different spats. So that's how that wound up. And then I spent the better part of 3 hours in bed just trying to recuperate. I think I don't have any evidence to back this up, but I had the feeling I was pretty close to a heat stroke. But something was definitely wrong. I mean, the hangover probably didn't help. But it was an epic day. Well, I guess that's what you call swell. 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 All right, YouTube. We have to pull.